Weed, I love you so much, but it would be a lie if I said you don't come with your cons too. I started smoking weed late. Well, in my opinion, because everybody I knew was smoking weed well before me. I didn't realize at the time the type of relationship that I was building with this beautiful flower. On days when I would be super lonely, I always had Mary. Mary would always talk to me. I could always count on Mary Jane. Years go by, habits get built, years go by. And then you get to a point and you realize that you've been smoking for literally half of your life. 50% of your life, you've been intoxicating yourself with this drug. And then you get to a point where you ask yourself, what are the cons of smoking weed? What do you notice about yourself that changes, that gets worse, that is not better? And one of the first things that comes to mind is that you cannot keep your focus over a sustained period of time. You're more easily distracted. I know you don't think you are, because when you first take those tokes, you get this high that may actually make you more productive in the short term for that 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, and then you start getting distracted. And then you are on your phone, you're scrolling a little bit, you're watching this, the munchies. That inability to sort of hold that focus over a super long time versus if you just were operating on your human spirit, which you can keep your focus for so long, just tapped into your human spirit versus the high that comes with weed. That's been something I've always thought was a big con about marijuana. And I am talking from a place as a person who still loves weed. I'm not speaking from somebody who's already mastered the addiction of marijuana. It's somebody who is in it right now who is on their way to mastering it. Chasing that first high of the day is a huge con as well. If you are a weed smoker, if you've smoked weed, you know that first high of the day, there's nothing like the first high. So any other smoking you do or hits that you take, you're trying to chase that first high all day long, and you're not gonna chase it. You can't get to it. The only way to get to it is to go to sleep. Chasing that first high is such a big con. Also, can we talk about the con of just needing a drug in order to function? I know weed smokers out there, we all think weed is different. Weed's not a drug. It is. It is. You're addicted. It's fine. Maybe it's not fine, but it's 100% an addiction. I don't care what it is you do. If it's something you do every day, you are addicted. If you do something every single day, you are addicted. And then, just like with any addiction, it gets a hold of you. If you wake up in the morning and the first thing you think about is smoking weed, how could that be good for you? How could that actually be a positive thing for you, generally speaking, overall? And don't point out the one or two people in the celebrity world that have a brand of smoking weed. There's a reason why it's one or two people and not every single human being. The only thing I'm trying to question within myself and to anybody who sees this that does smoke weed is, what could you do more with or do more on your spirit, or the high of smoking weed? What would be more beneficial for you in your life? Utilizing your spirit, your God-given spirit, or utilizing a drug that makes you feel a certain way, puts you in levels of delusion? Which one is better for you? And you answer that. I can't tell you. Not to mention the memory loss that comes with smoking weed. Oh, that is a big con. All of a sudden, things you used to be able to remember or time frames you used to remember, you just slips your mind. You just forget. That's a big con. I love weed so much. This feels like a breakup video because I know it's not great for me right now in this moment of life. I'm very aware of that, but damn do I love her. I just wanted to make this video and talk to her. If there's any cons that I missed, put them below. I'll miss her when the time comes.